Hey, everybody. Welcome to round 9 of Grand Prix Philadelphia. I'm Brian David Marshall. I'm joined by Limited Resources podcaster Marshall Sutcliffe.
Indeed.
And we are watching Reed Duke at 9-0 play against Dong Wu. Both players are underway. We got planes on both sides. Dong Wu is way ahead here with his Zendikar planes.
He is. He's way ahead with Zendikar planes. He also has 2 of them and a Vanguard of Brimaz to join it, so not a bad start here.
How do you feel about those? Are not matching arts, though.
Yeah, I'm a little. He gets docked points for that, but still, Zendikar gets his points.
And there we go.
Not bad.
Yep,
that's
chosen by Heliod on Vanguard of Brimaz. Make a token, call a judge.
In the feature match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in for 2.
This could get interesting. Now that cat can get completely out of hand if you're able to target it enough times, and I see that he's already got at least one other way to target it in his hand here. But it looks like that's not his plan for the turn. As he would have done it during combat, it would have got him an extra point of damage, gained him some life, and made the cat now. Doing it on end steps.
But you know, you really want your combat tricks to be when the battle's a little more contested.
Right.
Oh wow, an Oribos River Trawler.
Ardunos River Trawler
Ardunos,
for
yes.
no value.
Yeah. Well, maybe value later.
I mean. Uh-oh.
Just tap it.
Cat fight here.
Yeah.
Mono Cat Aggro from Dong Wu.
Tribal Cats.
Yeah, Tribal Cats.
My new band. Disciple of Fenax is going to look at 3 cards. What do you have?
And I believe that's the 3 cards in his hand.
Yeah, so it's Mortal's Valor.
Mortal's Ardor.
Mortal's Ardor, sorry.
Yep.
Divine Verdict, yeah. And a Mountain?
Yep.
Yeah.
Another non-matching Mountain Elm note. Put a little mark on his clipboard.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. This is going on your permanent record, Dong Wu.
Yeah. So Reed took.
Yeah, he takes a Divine Verdict. You know, the backbreaker.
I mean, that Disciple of Phoenix is pretty annoying here for Dong Wu. But he's got a nice attack here thanks to that Mortal's Ardor in his hand.
Yeah.
Of course, Reed knows it.
That's Valor.
Mortal's Valor? What? It's Mortal's Ardor. Mortal's Resolve is the green one. But Reed knows that it's there, so he can basically play perfectly as far as that card goes. There's one unknown card in Dong Wu's hand. And of course,
card I've made up called Mortal's Valor.
Yeah. I mean, there's Battle-Wise Valor. You just combine 2 of the myriad combat tricks that exist in this format.
Satyr Rambler.
And again, Reed Duke knows exactly what Dong Wu's hand is now.
Oh. Hopeful Eidolon. Can't attack, though. But
no.
Combat gets a little messier now for Dong.
Super messy. In fact, he really just has no attacks here unless he finds a combat trick or something to get that thing out of the way.
He's just going to pass.
Wow, Reed Duke has to breathe a sigh of relief there. He has now stabilized the board at 13, a perfectly healthy life total, and he can start going to work.
And then if he finds like another bestow creature, like, you know, you bestow like, I don't know, you know, Erebos' Emissary.
I was thinking Observant, I'll say it here.
Oh, Observant, I'll say it here would be the nuts, right?
Yeah. Put it up to 6 toughness. Let you attack and
like even if you traded a couple of guys off there, you'd be fine. So, lots of cards in hand here. Oh.
Weight of the Underworld, though that is not actually going to kill that card, thanks to the chosen by Heliod.
Yep. Gets it down to a 0-2, essentially.
-3, -2. So basically an 0-2. It's actually -1.
Nyxborn Rollicker on the Satyr Rambler.
And an attack here.
Yeah. He's representing. He's got the Ardor.
2, 3, 4. Right, that would be enough.
You'd both gain some life. You know, it'd be perfectly fair all around.
Sure. So 2 cards in hand for Dong Wu. One of them known, one of them unknown to Reed. And Reed's battling.
Yeah. Reed gets in for 2, gains 2 life. Oh.
Wow.
Hi.
Hello. You know, when you play a Satyr Rambler for your turn, and then the next turn you put a Nyxborn Rollicker on there, and you think, you know, okay, we're moving forward a little bit, and then your opponent just drops a Born Overlord with 5 friends. That is just brutal. He's just savagely outclassed here.
Yeah. Oh, 5 friends because he controls the way to the underworld.
Correct.
I'm like looking around. I'm like, no, that's
where is that? Yeah,
oh, that. Oh. Curse you, Heliod! You screwed me again.
Yeah, and I mean that Born Overlord is going to go to work on Dongwu's life total. It's going to put him on a 3-turn clock here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, a 2-turn clock here. And Wu has to try to do something here, but it's a desperation act as Reed's sitting on 12 life.
Yeah.
And he can just take it if he wants. He can throw some Harpies. He can block. He's just got so many options here. Remember, the Born Overlord's a 6/6 on its own. Perfectly good blocker.
And Reed's like, I think you're just looking to gain some life. I'm not going to let you get any extra value off of this. I don't think you have anything else. But no, he's drawn a Titan Strength.
Now the question is this Satyr Rambler going to survive this exchange after he?
I don't think so.
It does not. And this is actually just not that bad for Reed Duke
Don't you want to gain the life there at that point then? Like, are you going to have a better shot?
I don't know. It depends on what he has.
Like,
I mean, there's a chance he has like maybe
7
Conscriptor or something like that in his deck.
You gain 7 there.
He's going to be taking 5 in the air because remember, there's a big downside on the Born Overlord that you have to sacrifice a creature during your upkeep. Now Reed Duke got to trade his Overlord for basically 2 cards, and he's left with all of the Harpies left over to start battling in the air, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's also going to attack on the ground because the damage that he's going to gain, the life he's going to gain from this offsets the damage anyway.
It leaves a token back. Yeah, he's like, if you want to double block this, or you can't even double block it. It's a sloppy looking board.
Reed's in there.
Yeah.
He's attacking for 7 here, 2 of it lifelink. Reed's at 12. He's at a very cushy life total here. Not really worried about a lot.
Reed's like, by the way, you know, I'm not only the 2nd ranked player in the Magic top 25, I also have an awesome deck.
Yes. Jerry Midzani, of course,
number 1.
Occupying that number 1 slot right now. Really made a big impression since his Pro Tour win.
Oh.
Is that a Forge Stoker
That
Dragon?
is a Forge Stoker Dragon.
Not anymore. Wow. Lash of the Whip just takes it down.
Wow.
Very casually 1-for-1s with Dongwu's probably his best card.
Casually 4 toughness dragon.
Yes. Wow, that's brutal. 4 toughness is a bad thing to be on your bomb in this format.
Yeah. Like, oh, finally something to do with my Lash of the Whip and my Rager Perforos.
Exactly.
They didn't kill any of your small creatures.
And those are, you know, mid-level removal spells. I mean, Rage of Perforos is a low-level removal spell.
Oh, yeah.
It can kill their best card on certain circumstances. It's pretty miserable.
It usually can't kill their best card, but it can kill a Forge Stoker Dragon.
That's got to be his best card. I mean, it's one of them. It's his most powerful card, probably.
Probably most powerful card.
Yeah.
But,
best
Vanguard of Brimaz. I bet you Vanguard of Brimaz has just won him way more games.
Yes.
Than
I think it's a better card.
Yeah.
You're right. But I think Forge Stoker is probably his most powerful one. Whoa, that was a vicious neck whip there from Wu. Reed Duke.
Now you believe that Reed Duke has been doing something transformative here, and I mean, it certainly looks that way. I see him taking out chunks of sideboard.
I have.
I
believe that he moved into a blue-white deck.
Really?
Yeah, out of the board.
Just giving up on the Overlord.
Yes.
So you think maybe he was like swayed by the Overlord? Like, you know, he was like he couldn't get off. You know, we talked about that in a couple of the different CL deck builds that we did.
Yes.
Where he maybe couldn't get off the bomb rare, and maybe he's playing some lesser cards to support it. But just feels like.
I mean, we saw that Way to the Underworld, not a great card.
Yeah,
we saw a couple of sort of mediocre cards for him in his build, but I mean, a Born Overlord's one of the most powerful cards in the format.
Yeah.
I mean, at 7 mana, there's very few things you'd rather do than cast that spell. If you're ahead, it completely locks up the game. If you're behind, it stabilizes you and means you probably don't lose for a few turns, if at all.
Right.
And if you're at parity, it puts you way ahead. That's exactly what you want if you're going to sink 7 mana into one spell.
Yeah.
You know, and it really has to deliver, and the Aborn Overlord does. So you can see why there would be a pretty strong attraction for Reed there.
So this is really interesting to me. I think just for people at home who are watching, who like sometimes you get a deck and you know you'll see people build their seal deck and there'll be an agony in round 2 of the PTQ and they're like, oh, I misspelt my deck.
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe I took my Saturday and I played in this PTQ and then I misspelt my deck. It's like, you know what? You play 3 games. You get to correctly build your deck in games 2 and games 3.
That's true. That's true.
You know, sometimes even your deck can be built correctly, and then there's a more correct build based on the matchup. You know, and you really should be going to. You should be like, I mean, this is Reed Duke. This is one of like if you were like fantasy drafting.
Yep.
The Pro Tour. You know, this is a guy who's going and you know he's not getting around the table.
Right.
Right. Do you know what I mean?
He's never getting around the table. You're not wheeling Reed Duke.
And he has decided that my deck is not built correctly. I'm going to build my deck more correctly after sideboard.
Right.
I'm going to switch out of this color. So we're peeking in on back table. There's a Nylea's Presence. So this is Shaheen Sarani versus, I'm not sure who.
Tan, I think it was. Don't see his deck list in front of us. I think it's Andy Tan.
Andy Tan?
I think that's who it was.
Okay.
I know he's over there somewhere in the future match area.
Well, no, it doesn't look like it's that one. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Rusty, who's this matchup that we're peeking in on?
That's the easy part, Rashad.
So it is Sarani versus Andy Tan. It looks like Andy Tan has
Is he transformed?
He's also transformed. Oh, no, he hasn't. Oh, yeah. His deck is, he starts off Mountain Plains. And so he's transformed into a green-white build.
Well, that's a massively different build.
Yeah. It's a Reverend Hunter with a leaf-crowned Dryad on it. It's getting in there for 5.
Speaking of leaf.
Oh, look at that. Mine's bigger. Well, actually, they're the same size right now. But
yes.
I think that'll change.
Yes. Shaheen Sarani, really popular deck builder.
Yeah.
Has had a ton of success on the Open Series, including the Invitationals.
Known for his unconventional use of the card Rewind.
Oh, yeah?
I mean,
he's a rewinder.
He's just like a 4-mana counterspell guy back when nobody was playing 4-mana counterspells.
Gotcha. Now he's about Esper and specifically Planeswalkers. Like The thing, though, is that's really cool about Shaheen is that he has stuck to his guns and also had success with it. That's really awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's incorrect information. That's not Andy Tan. This is Michael Baranecki. And, yeah, he started out oh, you got this all backwards. I need graphics.
BDM just fell into a pile of deck lists.
Yeah.
He'll be back in a minute.
So do you like the no attack from Shaheen? Oh, Necrobite. Yeah. I felt like he should have. I don't know what their life totals are, but it can't have been so.
Yeah, it's hard to say without the life totals. Necrobite's kind of brutal here.
So nobody's switched here. Shaheen Sarani is green-white.
Okay.
And started out green-white. And Baranecki is green-black and started out green-black.
All right. Here's Nessian Demolock.
Okay.
Been pretty impressed with that today, though. The one we did see earlier came down on turn 4. It's a little better on turn 4.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's bad on 5, but turn 4 that's a big game. Did he blow up Leaf Crown Dryad with that? Oh, wow.
Like,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just going to make your guy reasonable size.
Yeah, and now he can trade with the Reverend Hunter possibly, or just hold it back. Uh-oh. Is this another Bestow? Oh, it's a Demolock fight.
He's like, sure.
I wonder what he's going to blow up.
Sure.
Oh, he's going to blow up a land. Really aggressive. Wow.
Hunt the Hunter. Yeah.
What do you think about blowing up a land there, BDM?
I don't
That's
know.
Pretty
Like,
aggressive, man.
I like getting all the creatures out of the way.
Oh.
100-handed one. All right, we're gonna jump back to our main match though.
Okay.
Reed Duke. See, now it looks like Reed kept his black in.
Okay. He
So
might have
maybe-
just been running the game. Yeah, it looks like he didn't change it at all.
Interesting.
I like it.
We definitely saw him pick up like
Yeah, I think
15 or 20 cards
I think he
and
was just pump faking
shuffle them
there.
in. Wow.
Yeah. Because I've definitely looked over at the feature match and saw Reed Duke grip tied somebody, and he had all.
It's possible that
islands.
he went to a 3-color, but doesn't
Yeah,
seem.
I think he was just straight blue white.
3-color, you probably have a better card than Traveling Philosopher available
Right.
to you.
Right.
Servant of Timurat joins Reed Duke's side of the table.
Why hasn't Dongwu played anything yet? No 1, 2, or 3 drop in a red-white deck. This could be
Yeah.
disastrous for him if it.
He got
this
his
ends this way.
Borderland Minotaur draw.
Yeah, it might be.
He's like, I'm gonna get so much card advantage when I get to fetch those Borderland Rangers with my Borderland Minotaur.
All right, he does have a play here. Is this a Spark Jolt? Is this like Reed Duke just being super bummed out that he played that thing? Oh, maybe not. Because Reed decided to build his board out with Leon and Snarecaster there, just putting the pedal to the metal while Dongwu languishes and just does nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you can't just sit on that Snarecaster, right? Like.
No, you just have to play it.
Oh, so he's Titan strengthening.
for the
yeah.
scry, so he was going to miss a land drop here, is what the assumption should be. And it looks like he just found it with that scry, or at least insured it. Jeez, that's desperation right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's. Oh, but it's a Fellhide Minotaur.
Fellhide Spirit Binder.
Fellhide Spirit Binder, yes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a sweet
Fellhide
one.
Minotaur, not as good.
Not as good.
Although I have copied a Fellhide Minotaur with a Fellhide Spirit Binder.
Have you?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you
Two
just
threes,
have
a
to.
2/3.
Yeah.
Spirit Binder's sweet, though. Especially in red. You just get a really resilient body at 3/4 for only 4 mana.
Have you unlocked the Fellhide Spirit Binder Burnished Heart accomplishment?
No, I have not. I would do that. I had a funny situation yesterday. I was drafting, and my opponent had Fellhide Spirit Binder.
Oh, look at
Ooh.
that. Your favorite.
I love that card. Keepsake Gorgon. Anyway, and he had that out. I was beating him in the air, and I drew my best card in my deck, Metamai the Ageless. And I was pretty excited because I was gonna play it, and then I looked at Spirit Binder. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, this is not
He
good.
just takes like infinite turns against me, so I decided not to play it, and I won as a result. Yeah, sometimes it's better not to play your cards. Not that fun, but sometimes it's better. That is unexciting.
Yeah.
You know, when your opponent is sitting on 5 lands and just played a Keepsake Gorgon,
Yeah.
things can get ugly pretty quickly for you. If
Yeah,
you're
no good attacks for him. And
yeah, your turn 5 play is a
he really needs a
hound.
Divine Verdict.
Yeah.
Sleeves get dirty over the course of a long day, Dong.
There you do.
Sixth land for Reed Duke. Just sends in the Keepsake Gorgon.
Yeah, remember, Reed Duke's at 21, Dongwu's at 14, so it's pretty advantageous for Reed Duke to keep pressuring Dong's life total, as if Dong decides to get aggressive at some point, Reed can just say, sure.
Yeah.
Take it, and I hit you back for a bunch, 7 damage. Spirit Binder does battle, though, and this is the door that Reed Duke opened potentially. As Reed has block and regen, but then that does potentially let Dongwu get Spirit Binder going.
Make a Keepsake Gorgon.
Yeah, I mean, do something like
Make a Snarecaster.
There you go. All right.
Cyclops a one-eyed pass.
Yeah. Make number one
Just-
of those
just-
and just
just-
start jamming those.
Just in
the red
case you
zone.
think the 8-0 deck is all hits.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Just
He
put his
only
thumb in his
had
eye.
one eye, and it's gone.
Oh my gosh!
Eye gouge. You know, it has that extra rider of text on there that you just can forget sometimes, and he didn't this time, though.
He named the mode of killing Cyclops.
For 1 mana. Unbelievable.
Oh, and there's 7th mana. He's like, by the way. Oh, interesting. Kills
Yeah.
the Cerebus. Oh, yeah.
He just doesn't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're dead.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 damage. Another one coming from the Servant of Timurid. It's not like Don can really just start attacking him with the Spirit Binder or do anything broken here anyway.
Doesn't activate the Spirit Binder.
I think Reed's going to be 9-0 here. Like,
yeah,
this is just
convincingly.
a beating. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Crone Conscriptor.
He left up white mana. He can have any number of tricks, Mortal's Ardor, God's Willing, and he can really mess with combat. Now, is it enough is the question. Dongwu's thought sees you. Oh, and he has to discard a Verdict, and that means that Reduke knows that he can attack with his whole team, and lethal. His opponent,
wow, Reduke, 9-0.
I know.
And 9-0 at the point where he has minimal control over his fate.
Yes.
Now he gets to draft.
Well, you know what he said his favorite? We interviewed him a little while ago.
Yeah.
What's your favorite format? Sealed.
Oh, wow.
Like, he could have picked any constructed format, draft, old school, Rochester, some weird. Sealed is what he said.
You know who else loves sealed?
Who?